I'm Terry Uston from Reading, Pennsylvania. I served with the 4th Infantry Division, Bravo Company, 3rd of the 8th, Play Crew, Vietnam. Worked out of Mon Cay during 1969, 1970. Thank God I was one that could return.
Sir, did you see Bob Hope in Vietnam? Did you see Bob Hope, sir, in Vietnam?
I seen Bob Hope, yes, during Christmas. We were on a stand down. I did see Bob Hope for the first time. It was very interesting. It was really thrilling to me. I was there during 69 and 70, and I also spent Thanksgiving out in the field in the jungle, eating turkey and mashed potatoes out of our steel pots. That's just one of the things that we had to do. Very short of water, and we'd go out on a 30-day mission and have 2 days stand down. I spent most of my life in the jungle fighting Charlie. That's about it for my story. Thank you.
My name is Jim Waldemeyer. I served aboard the U.S. Artillery from '66 to 1970. We made 2 Westpac trips, and we went to the Med before I got out.
Thank you so much.
Did you ever see Bob Hope, sir, when you were in Vietnam?
No, we didn't. We never seen any shows like that. Seen lots of movies. Had a movie every day in the evening.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
We blew up bridges and ammunition dumps. Got fired on one time when we were charging a gun placement. Mostly we did carrier escort while we were over there. We went up in the Mekong Delta, serviced river boats, and that's about it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. My name is John Schwarzenegger. I was a member of the Korean War in the 1950s aboard the USS Waldron. As you can see, DD 699. USS Waldron, I'm proud to say, was commissioned in 1944. It went to the Pacific campaign. It was in Tokyo Bay with the battleship Missouri at the signing of the surrender. I was a member of the crew, Gunnery Division, when we went to Korea, Task Force 77. And after Korea, I left the military, went to civilian life, and later on we found that the USS Waldron also went to Vietnam. USS Waldron was named after Lieutenant Commander John Waldron, commander of Torpedo Squadron 8. Lieutenant Commander John Waldron was the one who found the Japanese fleet at the Midway engagement where we destroyed the Japanese. His whole squadron was shot down because he had no fighter cover, which is very historic. It's in the movie with Charlton Heston called Midway, and you will see Lieutenant Commander John Waldron. And we believe that the taxpayers of America got their money's worth out of the USS Waldron DD 699 because in 1973 it was decommissioned and sold to the Colombian Navy for $250,000. So I think that the taxpayers did get their money's worth out of the USS Waldron, and we also have a USS Waldron Alumni Association since 1989. We have a reunion every year since that time, and we may have a reunion next year in Houston, Texas. We just had a reunion that I ran in Charleston, South Carolina just 3 weeks ago. We had 90 shipmates and their wives show up. We had a wonderful reunion. And our reunion has a I beg your pardon, our ship has a website, USS Waldron, and everybody is invited to our reunion. And I thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you, sir.
Sailing.
I just want to ask you that, sir. I'm showing the audience right now. What are those, sir?
I beg your pardon?
Your medals.
Oh, yeah. These are miniatures of the original presentation medals, which I have framed, and like many veterans do, I have them in frames in my office for a keepsake to hand on to my family.
Thank you, sir.
I salute you, sir.
I served in the United States Coast Guard from 1963 to 67. I'm a Vietnam era veteran, but I never served in Nam. But I was in North Africa, Asia, and Europe. And I get to the VA in Lebanon at least twice a month. And I feel very fortunate that I'm not like some of the guys there. Yes, I walk with a cane, but a lot of guys are minus a leg, or 2 legs, or in a wheelchair of some type. But I'm fortunate to be here today. Thank you.
Your name, sir?
Paul Weller.
Where did you serve? What war did you serve in, sir?
I served in Germany.
In 94.
Battle of the Bulge. I was a machine gunner. And I was in the service a total of 42 months. I went in July the 1st of 42 and got out in January of 46.
How old are you, sir?
Next month I'll be 94.
Praise God. My gosh.
Thank you.
Praise God. Are you the last survivor of the Battle of the Bulge?
I'm a survivor. Yeah, I wasn't wounded. I was one of the lucky ones. The Lord was with me.
Praise God. There's not many of you left.
I was a squad leader in the Battle of the Bulge. And before that, of course, I was in an outfit, transportation for a while, but then after a bit they put me into the infantry, and I was in the 94th Infantry Division.
What did they go into Germany?
In Germany.
So did you go near Hitler's bunk? Did you go close to Hitler's headquarters?
What headquarters?
Hitler's headquarters?
Hitler's headquarters.
Did you go next to Hitler's headquarters in the 94th and fight Germans 1-to-1?
I spent he worked for Ford quite some time over. I spent 2 whole years in Europe out of my 42 months of service.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, I'm Walter Cooper. I served at Walter Reed Army Hospital from 1961 to 63. I was lucky, I was stateside the whole time. I had 2 younger brothers who both served in Vietnam. My youngest brother actually retired with me 20 years. Part of the time he was at the Arlington National Cemetery Honor Guard.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Richard Ross. I was a Chief Petty Officer in the Navy.
Got it. 4 years.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, see you later.
I served from 65 to 90. I was stationed aboard the USS Saratoga, the USS Nimitz, the USNS Kilauea. It was mostly fun. Some at sea times were a little, I don't want to say boring, but they were tedious. Unless you have a question?
Yes, sir. What was your place on the ship? What were you doing on the ship?
On the Saratoga, I was just a second class in weapons division, and I helped maintain the weapons. When I was on the Nimitz, I was a first class petty officer, and I helped maintain the weapons. I didn't become chief until after I got to school command.
Thank you.
Squeaking and squealing underneath the floors of our cars. That's not the train crew making that noise, that's the sound of progress. Over the next few months, our volunteers have replaced nearly 4,000 railroad ties